Okay, Sharon Graves, Painting with Acrylics 101.com. I have a little setup of items that I gathered from my yard. They're sitting right here. I'll include the picture. But I did put my feather in a vase just so I can get it standing up. I'm not going to draw the vase. I just want the feather standing up. And then this leaf here with that nodule right there, like I told you, it actually is standing up next in front of the vase. Well, I had it there until I had to move it for you. Let's see if we can get it back again. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now what we're looking at is this feather. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to come down. See that bend? And now I'm skipping a little area here because there's some wispy parts of the feather right there. So now I'm coming back into the quill. Whew, forgot what that was called. Okay, so there's the quill. Come out, and there's more wispy feathers. Okay, that's a little too pointy. So I'm using my kneaded eraser, taking that off, and I want to make it a little rounder. There we go. That's still a little too pointy, but it's okay. So now this quill piece goes right, not at the center, okay? In my drawing, in my feather here, it comes off to one side and it ends about there. You have to like pull your pencil away from the paper so you don't just stop. Now, you see how this curves and this curves and this curves. You can't just draw it straight or it'll look very, I don't know, straight. It'll look stiff. And as a feather, it should have some movement to it. So here we have, there's some dark areas in this feather. And I'm just, it's called scumbling. I'm just barely touching my pencil to the, I'm just moving it around real easy. And then they're pretty close together, the dark parts. And then they get narrower as they go out, and then they come back down. And it's just kind of a scumble, okay? And then again, it has some movement to it too. It's not like stripes in your feather. But if you'll just take your pencil and just kind of hop around, you'll get that feathery kind of look that you're looking for, okay? So you do that all the way up the top. And see, I almost always want to leave too much of a space in between here. But if you look at the feather, you'll see there's this white part, there's not much room there. So, and then they sort of come out to a point here and then kind of straight across on all the bottom part is all curved, the top part is almost all straight. So we're going to curve here and we're going to kind of make that straight, and then we're going to just fill in with some it's called scumbling, and your pencil is just kind of hopping around the paper. Now, you don't want it to be really stiff. You want some, see like this dark one right here? I'm leaving that. And then I might get a darker pencil. Let's see, this is a 5D and what I'm using here is a 7B. So I need to stick with this because this is darker. I could use, this is a piece of my soft bind charcoal. I could come in here like this. And you can actually see the scumbling a little better with that. There, okay, so I kind of like that. Now I have a gigantic gap right here, and I don't like that at all. So I'm going to add another one. And when I get done, I'll come back with my soft vine charcoal and I'll add some there. I just really like the way that gives the depth of the feather, okay? So we're going to keep going all the way up. And then on this side here, it'll be a little more difficult for me because I'm left-handed for one thing, but it's here. So it's straight, kind of straight across, and then down in here. And then this is the dark part. Okay? And so then the same thing, you're going to go all the way up doing this. And just play with this. Leave those white spaces in there. You know we need them. The feather has them. Okay, so then you'll come back with something darker or your soft vine charcoal and add a few of those in each one. I just really like the way that looks. Okay? Okay, so we're going to stop here with this feather. You're going to continue working, and I'm going to continue working, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add some leaves and some twigs and our walnut. So we'll keep working on this, and I'll see you in a few.